everybody, and welcome back to another episode of, you guessed it, the Gold Rush. Almost said The Walking Dead. That's only because that's pretty much what I've been watching as I get these episodes or videos ready, is The Walking Dead. Been rewatching it, really. From the very beginning. I've seen it like twice or something like that. So this is, I think, the third time I've watched the whole series. I've actually finished the series, now that season 11 came out on Netflix, and so I decided to give it one good old watch through, and so far I think I'm on season 6 once again, and like I said, it's basically just when I played this game, getting everything ready. It takes about a good hour to get these episodes up and running, and so on and so forth. So, just gives me something to do. But anyway, welcome back to Gold Rush. Right now, we are working on our second clean out, and I think this is when I was gonna hold out on it in the last episode, but I've been thinking, why? We're gonna have to pay the rent no matter what we do. Whether we do it now, whether we wait. I mean, we're going to have to pay for it no matter what. So we might as well get the money while we can and keep going. So right now we have $29,938 in the bank. We need at least $18,000. We might as well just up it to $19,000 for the machinery rent. So what I want to do is slowly start buying. I was going to get the front loader and clean out all this, in which that is still the plan, but the plan I have right now, which is working, is as long as I keep a path going, we're going to try to get all the top dirt out of here, and then basically come in with the front loader and then clean it up once we're done, once we get everything we can out of here. So that is the plan right now. Like I said, until we can get some, or at least until we can buy the next claim. But before we buy the next claim, which I think is Rivertown, or River Valley or something rather, something to do with a river. Before we get there, I want to have everything paid off as far as rent goes, and then I want to buy that outright. And I think it's $1.2 million to buy it outright. And then we don't have to worry about any rent or anything else like that. So that's what the game plan is. But we're going to need, I think, probably well over $200,000 for everything. So if we can muster 140 ounces, that is 70 ounces a clean out. So if we can muster 140 ounces, that will be a good little chunk to get us on our way back into, getting everything squared away. So I don't exactly know what I want to buy first. I know we can buy the hopper for $36,000 right now, and I think the conveyor belt is 70 something or other, $140,000. Or 140 ounces would be able to pay that, but like I said, we have to be a little careful with what we do in terms of just because of the provisions of rent. I'm not worried about the machinery rent, but that is only because it's it's $18,000. It's nothing too terribly crazy. But as soon as we get to the alternative, which is the provisions of rent, which is 30%. That is what we're worried about. So I think this is the last truck, if I do remember correctly. I think that said 87, so we'll have a little bit left over, but yeah, so 87%, so we're not too terribly worried about it. But anyway, yeah, that's what I think we're going to do. This truck, I think, is still like $115,000. I can't exactly remember how much money each thing costs to rent. So maybe at the end of this episode we'll go in and smelt some gold, and then we'll go do some math calculations and try to get everything squared away. But as you can see, our passageway is not the greatest. I mean, it works, but we're just going to have to be very careful in terms of, not crashing. So what I want to do here is I just want to back this truck up. Even though it's not a truck, you get the point, and there we go. That is basically going to set me up for next episode. It should. I mean, of course, we can get all the way over there, but we have all this dirt here. And then I don't want to go any more over here because, I mean, as you can see, it's not very wide. You can maybe fit the pickup here. So, going to have to be a little bit careful. We're also going to have to take and get some more fuel because I don't have that that bulk tank yet, which we actually really do need to get, because if we don't get it, then we're just going to be getting fuel all the time, which I don't know if you buy it in the bulk tank, if it's cheaper or not. Why am I not being able to? Can we back it up some more or something? There we go. Here, let's try that. Let's try that. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right. So now that we did that, let's go the back way because we're at 98%, so it should be hitting us any time now, which is absolutely beautiful what we're trying to do. There we go. So we'll just come over here, get ready and turn this off whenever it's done. Which is right now. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Power splitter, thank you. Oop, I don't want to turn you off. Oh, there we go. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got 53%, which is, I believe, 5% or something like that. So everything's working out. You know, we're getting fully back into the swing of things. Like I said, we've done it a few times now. It's basically the same thing. Trying to come up with titles is getting interesting, just like it always is. I mean, you do the same thing day in, day out. So trying to keep it interesting is getting a little bit tough, I guess you can say. But yeah, so hopefully if you guys like the game, hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. I know the view count is up, so that's great. Yeah. So anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, more than you'll ever know, actually. And but yeah, so let's get all this squared away. We'll start running all this fun stuff. Apparently I didn't turn that off. There, I'll turn that off. Why not? Alright, so let's start the mats up because we already know that the mats are going to take the longest, because it always does. There we go. Apparently I left my TV on in the living room, so that kind of sucks. So if you hear the TV, I do apologize. But yeah, so I mean, I pretty much have a routine going, you know. So I watch Netflix when I'm doing these episodes, in the beginning anyway. You know, whether it be Netflix or YouTube or something, I always watch something just to keep me entertained while digging and whatnot. You know, it is an interesting game, don't get me wrong, but every once in a while when you're basically doing the same thing, you know, it kind of gets a little boring. So trying to do something to keep your mind preoccupied while you're digging and stuff is pretty helpful. Another thing is that I don't really listen to music when I'm recording and stuff like that, or well, when I'm getting stuff ready. It's mainly just videos and stuff, and the real reason behind that is that I listen to music all day long. So like when I'm working and stuff like that, I'm listening to music at least 10 hours a day, every day. So with that being said, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, I listen to Pandora and stuff like that, and so because of that, I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, other than that, here, let's see here. There we go. Oh, there we go. We'll get this, and then of course I just remembered that I forgot to call somebody today. So that's always nice. So right after this episode is done recording, which, like I said, we got to go smelt some gold and stuff like that. And so when I'm smelting the gold, I'll, you know, try to make time and call. But, you know, pretty much I have been doing that. You know, I have been doing other things while I'm smelting the gold, because it does take a while. That's why I cut it. And then I just, you know, pick up where it left off, essentially. And so I try to cut out, well, okay, I don't try to cut out all of it, because I do know that some of you guys like the grindiness of it. You know, like that is part of the game, is sitting here grinding, sitting here doing mats, sitting here, you know, da-da-da-da-da. So, with that being said, I tried to keep most of it in, but, you know, I'm just standing there waiting for the gold to get smelted. So, I mean, I don't see that as losing anything. So, you know, I keep this in, but I'll, you know, do something else while smelting the gold. And there's one left. I need to start doing something else with that. Is there any more? Did I miss anything? It looks like I did over here. Yes, I did. That's what happened last episode, is that because I changed up the way I do things, I've missed one. And so because I missed one, it didn't tally, right? So this way I have to do it, well, I guess you have to do it 3 times no matter what you do, but anyway, beside this point. So we'll turn that on. What we'll do is we'll start wavetabling. We didn't get any nuggets this time, which kind of sucks, I ain't gonna lie. So we have to, oh, let's turn that on. That should be 75%-ish. Okay, so we'll put that in, make sure everything's all right. This is done. All right, so we'll put this back. But yeah, so I always try to do multiple things at once. It's basically what I have been doing ever since I was little. My wife, it drives my wife nuts because, I mean, apparently it's not diagnosed or nothing, but my wife thinks I have ADHD, which is very, very, very possible. I mean, I've watched some of the things that I do, and it makes sense. Is that bucket ready to go or not? I have no idea. We'll put it in there anyway. We may lose some magnetite, but it's fine. But anyway, yeah, so my wife thinks that I have ADHD and stuff like that, so I have to do multiple things at once, and I always freak out and stuff like that. Which, you know, kind of sucks, but oh well, it is what it is. Like, if I'm watching a movie or something, I gotta be doing other things, or else I'm, you know, I guess I'm not fully paying attention, even though I think I am, or I get bored easily. I don't know, it's weird. Like I said, it's not diagnosed or anything, it's just little things that my wife picked up and yells at me about. But anyway, my wife is fantastic. She doesn't yell at me unless I need it, which is basically always. Let's see, that is 45%, so let's do 66%, and we'll do another bucket just because. We're at 64% there, so we need this one to get done very quickly. Thank you. Put that in there so we don't run out. And that one I forgot to hit the go button. There we go. All the moss mats are back other than the ones in there, which is okay. Here, let's see. Another 127 ounces of magnetite later. We'll do some more. We'll put that in here. That one's going to be done. That one's 50%. Here, let's see. So we'll turn that off. We still have 5%. This one can go in here. Put that back. We'll turn that back on. Let's try not to run out of material yet. I like burning fuel. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Okay, so this one's done. We'll pick that up. Not like doing 3 things at once, boys and girls, I'll tell you what. But I'm trying to just make everything work. That was like 6%. It wasn't very much at all. I'll worry about the moss mats here in a second. I think we are done, essentially. We got buckets everywhere, but I think we're done. We have about 2 more buckets to go. Well, 3 after this one. 167, we're up to 90 ounces almost. We're definitely not going to hit our 140 ounce mark, but I mean, we tried. This is the 2 clean outs, right? So I mean, I was hoping, but we're definitely not going to do that. So with that being said, as much as it sucks, there's nothing I can do. But if we get 120, which I also doubt, then you know, we can try it. I don't know. I think I already did that, so I think that was a waste of time. But let's see. So we're almost done here. Turn that off. That one's empty. Our last bucket. If we can get 10 ounces in the last bucket, that would be fantastic. But I just don't. 140 just isn't going to work. And that is only because we were in the good spot when we were back there. That was the good spot. But I think we moved out of it. And that was just because we ran out of dirt. So, I mean, it is what it is. Sadly. We'll pick that up. I do have a trailer. So we need to put those in the trailer. We need to actually pick this up and put these away. So we're ready for next episode. We got 2 more after this one. 127 ounces. Well, 127 and a half ounces. Huh. Well, that sucks. Definitely not what we wanted. We're 13 ounces short, which isn't terrible, but it definitely isn't great. I definitely think it's because we moved out, because we ran out of dirt, or the good dirt. Now, we could potentially, how about we put it where, you know, there isn't a moss thing, moss grill or whatever you call them. Okay, so let's put this one over here. We should have 3 anyway, so we'll pick these up, get these out of the way so I don't run them over 17 times. Okay, let's see. Beautiful. All right, so I also need to buy that too, but I think that's more of a summertime thing, which is very close. So that one's done. Need to turn everything off, but that'll be fine in a second. And then we'll throw this one in. There we go. We'll turn that off. Did I already turn that off? Okay, so it didn't make any noise. For some reason, this game has a very bad audio lag. Like, sometimes it'll be running, and sometimes it won't be running, and I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. But anyway, let's go down, smelt some gold. We have 127 ounces. That'll be roughly about $133,000. So we should be able to buy something. But, of course, we're going to have to watch out for the deal. I like how it's moving back. You know, it tries to help me out when it can. There we go. Beautiful. Jump back in the truck. Helps if you turn it on sometimes. So that's 15% in 2 buckets. That's really not bad either. I should probably be taking that trailer and dumping it while I go. But I'm already out because of this truck here. This fuel tank anyway, because I used all of it to fill up the excavator. The excavator takes, I think it's about 3/4, no, at least half anyway, and then everything else, you know, takes its fair share of fuel. So we need to get that big green tank, but I'm not really seeing the benefit of it yet, only because we still have to drive out here. If I had the fast travel markers and then just fast travel there, then I wouldn't worry about it. But right now, I just don't see where it is a big deal driving out here and so on. So, with that being said, I think it'll be fine. But, like I said, what I do want to do is do some math calculations, but we'll do that after the gold smelting, so we know how much money we're dealing with, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, I'll smelt all the gold, and I will be right back. Alright, everybody, we're back. Now, I know on the grand scheme of things, that doesn't look like a lot. But that's a lot. 6 times 18 is who knows how many. And then you got another 6. So 6 times 6 is 36. But that doesn't make any sense because we're not talking about 6 times 6 or 6 times 36 or whatever. But anyway, besides the point, what we're going to do is we're going to go sell all this stuff so we have enough money, and then I get to decide what I want to buy and what do I want to get rid of. That is what is going to be interesting. So, we know roughly how how much money we have. Oh, good. Gold's going back up. That's always a plus. So we know how much money we'll need to have, and right now we should have well over 140, 160 maybe? Nah, 140 some. But that's good. So we'll have $154,000. We don't have any loans to our name right now, which is good. But the problem is that that's not going to get us very far. I know, turn off differential. Okay, we got it. Okay, you can calm down. So we have to think about this logistically and money-wise, because we need to get fuel. That's not really why, but it kind of is. $10.46 is just absolutely asinine to me. I mean, it's like we live in California or something. But anyway, here, let's see. So we had 27 ounces, I think it was, all together. And so if we had 127 ounces, 30% of that is a decent chunk. So we cannot go any more than that, spending-wise. And then, on top of that, we cannot go... We have to at least have $19,000 in the bank. More than that. So, well, technically more than that, because we'll have to smelt the gold. So, here, let's take a quick little jaunt here. You're just going to have to believe that I'm doing something. Let's see. So the calculator, 127 times 0.3 is 38 ounces. So you times that by, what was it? Let's just say 1,200. And we'll need $45,000. So you add that to 19,000. So we cannot spend any, or we have to have at least $64,000 in the bank. So what do we want to buy? So here, let's see. That's $119,000. We're paying almost $5,000 a day for that. That will be the easiest thing to get rid of. But also, I just filled up the tank, so I don't want to get it yet. Now, the reason is because fuel is expensive, so I don't want to buy it yet. Let's see how much this is. Right here, this is $1,500. Not the biggest thing to be worried about. That's 84, so that's going to be almost $3,500. The Sheikah, that's 98, so that's actually not that bad. So that's also $4,000. What else? And we have two of these, which if you get two of those, that's almost, $4,000 as well. So even though it's going to be a big pain in the ass, I think that is what we need to do. So if you take $64,720 roughly is what we need, and you minus 151,731, so $87,000. So we can't buy this because we won't have enough money. So we can only spend $87,000. So if we take 44 and times that by 2, so that'd be 88. So we can't get that either. We could do this, and we'd have $3,000 left over, but that won't be enough for the. We won't have enough money for the excess, right? Or the smelting of the gold. So we could get this. That's only 38, but at least we'll have it, something, right? So we might as well add that. At least it's 1,500. So you could, well, actually, let's think about this. So it's 87,000. But if I bought that, that would give me $3,300 more. So that'd be 90,000. If I did this, would it be no? So it would be interesting here. Let's see. So that would be 88,000. But if I did two of them, we would still have 2,000. So you know what? Let's just go with that one and be safe. This one would be easier to get rid of just because it's a pain in the ass. But that's fine. So we have that one there. Where's that fuel tank? Oh, I've ran past it 3 times. $20,000. And then, of course, if you rent it, it's $800. It's not terribly bad, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to just start off with that one and just slowly work our way. Did I buy that or did I rent that? I honestly can't remember. I'm going to have to look back and see if I bought that or if I rented that. So that's going to be $38,000. What I need to do is I need to move that over. Mobile fuel tank. Don't I have it? Eh? Oh, okay. That's behind my truck. Okay. Just to make sure I did move that, right? No, I didn't. Okay, so let's move that. Thank you. Move the machines. Good. So, you know, spend a little bit of money, but in order to make money, we're trying to save money. So we just saved, you know, $1,600, and basically that's all we can do. So we have a little bit more money than what we thought of, but we also didn't spend $87,000. And then, like I said, we're slow bits and pieces. We're slowly starting to buy it, or slowly starting to get there. The provisions of rent, like I said, is going to be the big one. But if we can slowly just save money, then, you know, so on and so forth. Now, like I said, it may have to be, we may just do some clean outs and clean out and clean out, and then just have a massive amount of money, and then buy it, and then we won't have that, the rent no more. But, you know, it's kind of a long story short, it's going to be the same amount, right? So, it's not necessarily going to kill us if we cleaned out every time. I may do 2, though, you know, just to keep things different, or like more progress, it seems. But anyway, we'll figure that out. But I need to get this out and put that one in, so this ain't going to be fun whatsoever. Do I have a... No, I don't. Where is it, actually? I need to figure out where that is. I don't want to move my my deal, or my excavator, so I need to do this the old-fashioned way, and we need to get it into that square there, which is going to be a pain. There's one. Here, I'll just hook it up now. Do I have another one? I probably do somewhere. Did I sell all this stuff? Yes, I did. I probably do somewhere, but until then, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. We also have to take the magnetite. Magnetite's a good amount of money. It's $7.70 an ounce. So, something else that we could think about doing. Except right now, I think it's more valuable if we didn't spend it. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to get this done. We're going to get all this figured out. We're going to get everything put back in place, so on and so forth. And as soon as we do that, then in the next episode, we will own this piece of machinery because it's right over there. This one, of course, is going to be a pain in the ass. But I think what I want to do is try to get this one. I really, really do. And I'm going to try my best not to do any loans. But anyway, come on, baby. Don't break. Thank you. But anyway, like I said, thank you much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll catch you all in the next one. And you all, take care.